All right, good morning, guys. My name is Shelly Garcia.
I'm Gabriel Garcia.
And we're super excited to be doing the December Go Senior Coach Strong Boot Camp about Facebook and kind of just social media. And thank you guys for all hopping on the eve of Christmas Eve. I know the more it gets closer to Christmas, the busier our days are. So we'll get you through this boot camp and on to your busy days.
Yeah, so today we're going to be going over these items here, our Facebook launch, expanding your hundreds list, starting authentic conversations, getting the word out. This is a great time right now, guys, to really take some notes. We're going to be posting a replay for those that are watching the replay in this 0 to 5 group as well. But it's a great time. Everyone's looking for us. You know, this is the time of the year where everyone's said, well, after Christmas. Well, guess what? That's in a couple days. So it's best to really take some really good notes, and so we can get people started first of the year.
You know, we're also going to be going through, moving through conversations, moving conversations from, social media to the phone. That's really important art to learn. We're going to also talk about the do's and don'ts of social media, because sometimes even the more seasoned coaches can even still make these mistakes, and ideas for posting on social media, especially through this holiday time. So, okay, so Facebook launch. What is the purpose of the Facebook launch? It's really to start an authentic conversation with them so that we can take this posting on Facebook and get them to the phone and really awaken their motivation and their desire and their why as to why our optimal health program would be good for them. And it's really to get the word out about our amazing program that can really change people's lives. And we just, again, our whole focus is to get them from social media onto a phone call. And if you're a newer coach, then you would be doing that 3-way call, exploration call with your coach. And the biggest thing is, I always have a health assessment right on hand. So we always want to get them on the phone to do a health assessment.
Sorry, we have our
big Great Dane.
Our baby Great Dane with us here today. Okay, so excuse me. Now, doing your Facebook launch. Now, some of you may have already done that. Some feel that maybe they haven't done it yet. So what you want to do is you're going to be uploading your before and after picture and your story. Now, your story is something that we can get kind of lost on. I know, for example, mine was way too long. You want to have it kind of quick. You want to have it to be something they can read within a minute, because we all are, most of us are on Facebook, or should be on Facebook pretty soon. And you literally thumb through, like, and don't take the time to actually read anything. Okay, so the longer it is, the less likely someone's actually going to stop and just read it and just like it without even really looking at it. So you really want to make it short and sweet. Okay. You also want to make sure that on your Facebook picture, your before and after picture, that you have the disclaimer on there. So if you guys want to go ahead and take a snapshot of the screen, by all means do that. But it's very important that you should have those pictures on there. Also, when you're doing your before and afters and you're telling your story, you don't want to include any weight loss promises. Okay. No guarantees. Don't mention any specific inches lost from your waist, arms, legs, neck, whatever you've been measuring. You want to be very, put it all together. Like, I've lost a total of 18 inches, whatever that case may be. But you definitely don't want to make any specific, like, I've lost, 4 on my waist, this and that. You can put the totals and where you've done it, but just don't put specific, like, body areas. Also, and don't make any promises on what it's going to do for you. Talk about your experience, because that's what's really going to generate this activity when you do this Facebook launch. People are going to be interested on what it's done for you, because you have that connection with these people. So they're the ones that are going to be excited about what it's done for you. So really lean on that. Now, if you don't have any weight loss story, or you did this more as a business aspect, then by all means, then you can share other people's experiences. But again, people are going to jump on the program because of your excitement.
And just a side note, guys, that's really important. When you do your Facebook launch, do not post anything until you've literally written out your posts, done your pictures, and you've ran it by your mentor coach. So that way that they can kind of proofread it for you. They can make sure that the disclaimer is on your before and after picture. There's a lot of little verbiage that we use. Again, there's already a system in place. And if you just follow it to a T, and your mentor coaches will have that seasoned verbiage for you. So just make sure to have your mentor coach proofread your post before you post it. And then, okay, so number 4, for the people, now we're just talking. So now you have your mentor coach has proofread your Facebook launch, and we've said, okay, it's time to go, push post. And so then you're going to start getting activity on that. And so for the people who like your picture, what do? So what I do is I literally have in my phone, you have, if you have an iPhone, it's called Notes, where you can make notes. On the Android, I think it's under Memos. Yeah, Memos. And so literally I have verbiage under, and it says someone who liked a picture, to where I copy and paste. So I'm not constantly, my little thumbs aren't falling off from like texting individual people, because you're going to get a lot of likes. So just copy and paste. And it literally, what the note says is, it's like you can go, let's say I posted the before and after picture and Gabriel liked my picture. So I would send him a private message and I'd say, hey, thanks Gabriel for the like on my Facebook picture. It means a lot. What have you been up to these days? Because again, the key thing is you want to individually thank everybody, and you want to bring more attention to it. And then you want to end it with an open-ended question, because you want to start what? You want to start genuine conversations. I literally say, thank you. Let's see, I'll bring it up for the next one. But I literally say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And sometimes if I know the person really well, I will personalize it just a little bit on top, like, oh my gosh, hey Veronica, I miss your face. I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you so much for liking my picture. It means a lot. It really keeps me accountable. How have you been? Tell me something new. So it all kind of goes around the same, but it gets, again, the same base of you're acknowledging them and you're thanking them for liking your picture. And then you're starting a genuine conversation, and you always want to leave it with an open-ended question. Whether if you look at their Facebook page and you see that they went camping last week, or something about the holidays, or are you ready for the holidays? Let's see, for people who just comment on your picture, not necessarily asking for information, but just comment like, hey, great job. What is a way, some verbiage for you? You never want to reply to their comment. You always want to make a new comment what is that called?
The thread.
On the thread. So you don't want to reply to their comment, because then that way it doesn't pop your post back up onto the top of your Facebook feed. So you literally want to tag them in a new comment, and you want to acknowledge them like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Gabriel Garcia. Make sure that it tags him for, the encouragement. It really means a lot to me.
Yeah, and the main focus of doing that is because now they're tagged in a post. And remember, we're being intentional. So now what's going to happen is that their friends are going to see that they were tagged in a post. So now that piques their interest. So it's just connecting you to other networks, but at the same time, genuinely thanking that person that just, acknowledged your picture.
Yeah, and at the same time, when you are, when you tag that person and you thank them, thank you so much for liking or for, encouraging me. It means so much. Again, what do? End it with an open-ended question. How have you been? What's going on? Because by doing and starting those genuine conversations, you're really just, your whole goal by social media is getting people on the phone. And the best way to do that is to continue to just always end your response with an open-ended question.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I constantly still struggle with, because I just love to get so excited that I lose focus on why I was there for, to leave them a comment. So I just ramble off, and then I forget to hit send, and then I wonder why they never responded, because I didn't ask anything. I said everything. So just remember to, like Shelly said, leave that open-ended question. It can be very simple. How's your day?
Yeah. And then for the people that say, holy cow, what the heck are you doing? I got to get on this. How do we respond to those people? So that's my favorite. So again, you don't want to reply to their comment. You want to start a new comment on your thread, because again, every time you start that new comment, it's putting it back up on the top for more people to see that are following you. And what I do is, oh my gosh, Gabriel Garcia, tag. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'll PM you, which means private message. So I'm telling them, because you don't want to give out too much information, because then people will just Google it. So think of like a movie, right? You don't want to see the whole movie. You want to see a trailer, right? How is a way that these movie companies are getting people into the movie theaters? Well, they make an amazing trailer. So by you saying, oh my gosh, it's so amazing, I'll PM you. Then all of a sudden you're going to start getting other people commenting, oh my gosh, I want to hear about it too. I want to hear about it too. So you go back and you individually tag all those people that have commented that they want to know about the program, and you thank them and you tell them how excited you are and that you'll PM them. And then you go to your private messenger and you say something, I say this, I just want to bring it up really fast because I like my verbiage. But here, read what they said while I'm looking this up.
Okay, so it's hey Gabriel, so good to hear from you. I'm honored that you trusted to reach out to me. What's the best number and ideal time to reach you today? I'm excited to listen to your goals and see what we coach is a good match for your needs.
Okay, so that was what was kind of, something, that's a great example also. This is what I say. I go, oh my gosh, Gabe, it was so great to hear from you. Our program is super simple. Could I give you a call? I would love to talk with you and see if it would be a good fit for you. And it's easier to explain than texting. And I have kind of like a funny face emoji. Is there a good time today or in the next couple days, a good time to talk? And that verbiage right there, I literally copy and paste it to every single private message. That verbiage has been very successful. So it's very me. With the funny face, you can personalize it to match your personality. But bottom line, it's saying, it's a lot to text. Could I give you a call? So, and again, it's getting people on the phone call.
Yeah, getting them on the phone.
And remember, if you're new, you do the same thing, but you would kind of add, like if you're still doing your Explorer calls with your coach, you would say, oh my gosh, kind of the same thing, but you would add that, I'm still really new at this and I'm still really learning. I would love for you and I to hop on a call with my health coach. So you're already introducing that they're going to meet your mentor coach.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So after you've done all of this liking and your Facebook launch, you're going to be expanding to your hundreds list. Now, your hundreds list is something that you've already been working on or should be working on. It's constantly going to be evolving. Now, this is just one additional way to add to that hundreds list. Again, it can be very overwhelming, but the bottom line, guys, you got to maintain the fun in this thing, because once it becomes overwhelming, you don't want to do it anymore. And just picture your 9 to 5 when stuff is going you're stressed out and people pulling you in every direction. A lot of us just tend to shut down, and you don't want that to happen. So this is just one added tool to help you with that hundreds list. Now, this list can be pulled anywhere on 0 to 5. It actually came in your coaching kit as well. But you're going to simply just jot down the people that liked your photos. So everyone who liked them, add them to the list. Mm-hmm. You don't necessarily have to get to all of them right now. It's nice to get right to the ones who actually said, I'm interested. Personal message, that's what you want to knock off first. Those are going to be the easiest ones because sounds like they're ready to go. Now, the likes, those are the ones that you can come back to. These are the ones that, when you have some downtime, after you've written down as many likes, the 50, 100, you'll be surprised. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be there to support you. Write all their names down. and then just pick a couple a day. Very simple. You don't have to tag, you don't have to hit all, everyone who liked your photo, but now you can start picking them off little by little. Choose 5. Whatever your schedule allows, whatever, fits it in your needs, whatever you want to do. Remember, this is your guys' business. You guys want to help people, that's great. But just remember, the more you jump in, if you're all in, then you're going to get there that much quicker. But again, whatever pace you go at, this is your decision. But again, this is just another added layer to increase that hunters list.
But at the same time, you do want to get back to them in a timely manner, because then you're going to thank them for liking your picture, and then they could kind of be sitting there like, what picture? Because they've probably liked 100 pictures. So you do want to get back to them in a timely manner to where they will remember what picture that they are liking.
Definitely. Okay. Now let's go on to the next slide. Starting authentic conversations. Okay. So again, like I said earlier, just set a goal for how many people you want to reach out to. Okay. So whether it's 2 to 3, what I like to do, I like to call it, one of the other coaches, I heard it from them and I just kind of stuck with it. It's LLC. So like, comment. So just find 2 to 3 people, that you're friends with on Facebook, and you want to go to their page and just, pick those 3 people. It's going to be 3 people a day. That's what you're going to do. Pick 3 people. You're going to like a picture, like another one, and then you're going to comment on one. Whether they're out taking Christmas photos right now. Everyone's doing that. Simple, great picture. Very simple. Because all that's going to do is generate now, because of Facebook's algorithms, now they're going to see more of your posts because you're interacting with them. So again, everything we do, guys, is be intentional. We're being very intentional what we're doing. We want the exposure. Okay? So LLC, like, comment. 2 to 3 people. Start off with that. Obviously, the more you do, the more activity you're going to have. And then from there, you can always go to a personal message and send them like, hey, that was a great photo. Did you have was that a professional photographer? Very simple. Ask the questions. Start the conversation, because eventually this is going to lead to what we're all about, is leading with our health. So instead of being interesting, you want to be interested in what's going on in their lives. Okay, so it's not always, I lost this weight, I lost this. You'd be surprised that once you actually listen, because that's one of my biggest struggles was not listening. I verbally vomited on how great I was feeling, but I never yet stopped to ask them, how are they doing? What are their needs? What are their goals? What are their interests? We all have a ton of friends on Facebook, but do we really know too much about them? And this is a great opportunity to find out and show them that we're interested in them personally. Okay, so again, eventually this conversation is going to lead back to health, because eventually they're going to say, oh my goodness, Shelly, how have you been? And then guess what?
Oh my gosh, I've lost a ton of weight recently and I have so much energy. How are you?
There you go. I mean, that's how simple it gets. We tend to overthink things, but literally just asking those questions and being genuine, because you genuinely do care about them. It's not, we're not trying to get anybody. We've never gotten one client.
Never sold anything.
Not
only
one.
Only shared.
We've just shared, and people are really interested on how we're living out loud and things we're doing.
And you know what too, guys, is just for the newer coaches that are on here, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of friends and family this weekend. And a lot of times when we're new, we don't really know how to start a conversation about our weight loss or our new health coaching journey, and just really start paying attention, and not just do this with your friends and family, but with anybody. When someone says, or it's amazing, when I ask you, oh, how are you doing? Guess what? I know that you are going to in turn ask me. So I'm very intentional, but I'm genuine. When I ask you, oh, how are you doing? I'm listening. And I'm listening because a lot of people are going to start telling you their whys, their future whys, as to why they need this program. And then, because the American culture way, they're going to say, well, how are you? And if you respond with such genuine energy of, oh my gosh, you know what, Gabriel? You wouldn't believe this. I just lost 15 pounds and 4 dress sizes in 3.5 weeks. And I feel amazing. And my energy is up. Guess what? Your positive energy is going to be contagious, they are going to want to feel that way. And so they're going to say, oh my gosh, Shelly, how did you do that? You know what? Well, we're at a family party right now, and there's some questions, and how would you do that? Because right there, that's one of my weaknesses right now.
Well, I mean, I think at that point, you just really, again, you want to get their telephone number. You want to get them on the phone and say, hey, you know what? When we have some free time, I really want to dive into a little bit more of your needs and what you're looking at, what you want to accomplish with your health.
See, and I'm still working on that. So it's always a work in progress, guys.
Okay. So again, and then obviously our whole intention is to get the word out. And that's something we're going to go over next on this next slide here. Now, getting the word out. This is a document that you guys have all access to. I know it can be a little overwhelming, especially with newer coaches and even people like us who've been doing this for a couple months. There's a ton of groups and there's files and tabs everywhere, but almost every document you guys are going to be needing or need, one either came with your coaching kit, or also if you guys are all in the 0 to 5, obviously you guys are here today, you saw the link for today's Zoom, but in the files and tabs, 0 to 5, there's the starting new coaches or new coach documents. It's all put together in there. It's under client acquisition, and then you'll see where it simply says getting the word out outline, and it's printable. These are all documents you can find in there. I can, if you want later, in the replay, in the page, I can actually, I'll put the little steps to how to get to this, getting the word out. Now this is, yeah, I know, I just thought of that right now too. But anyways, yeah, so this is a really good script. Again, this is just something a little basic. It's something that you can use. Shelly and I are going to just kind of demonstrate what this is, because I know you can't, mostly probably won't be able to read it from.
I can't read it.
I can't read it on my screen either. So we're going to go over it really quick with you guys, and you guys take a look, and then again, print this out. It's a nice verbiage to have, because this is a nice example of how these conversations flow and what they really do look like.
And you kind of learn too through this script how to control the conversation, because you want to be intentional and genuine, but control the conversation. So we're going to role play a phone call right now.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Shelly, it's me, Gabe. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, I wanted to call you because I wanted to tell you something really exciting that happened to me. Do you have a couple minutes?
I do.
Okay, great. I don't know if you knew this, but a couple months ago, I was at a really low point in my life. I wasn't really being a good role model to my kids, and it was a really rough place for me. But I'm really excited to tell you this next part. I really found a great health program, and my energy level is up. I actually don't need to take naps anymore. And during the week, when I get home from work, and on the weekends, I have so much more energy. And get this, in just 6 weeks, I lost over 35 pounds.
Wow!
I know, can you believe it?
That's amazing.
Well, because this program really worked for me, and I'm calling you to let you know that you've always been a big supporter for me, and I'm really excited to get the word out. Would you mind helping me?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Well, can I get an email, and I can send you some information a little bit more on how this program helped me?
Of course.
Okay, awesome. Now, when you're looking at that email, if people are always going to pop into your mind that could use my help, whether it's a nursing mom, someone who's trying to get rid of some baby weight, or a family member that's on weight-related medicines, a diabetic, anything, just let me know. And would you mind passing that info off to them?
Oh, yeah, no problem. I actually already have a couple people in mind.
Shelly, that's awesome. Hey, are we friends on Facebook?
Yeah, I think we are.
Great. Well, let's stay connected there. What's the best email for you?
Okay, my email is ineedthisssobadrightnow@gmail.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Shelly, that's perfect. I'm going to send you this information out to you. And do you mind if I call you in a couple of days to make sure that you got it?
Oh, sure. You've got my phone number, obviously.
Yes, ma'am, I do. Okay, well, that's pretty much all I need. I'll be keeping you updated to let you know how things are going on my program.
Yeah, I'd love to keep up on it.
Awesome. I wish you have a great, great holiday with your family.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for letting me know and sharing with me.
Anytime. Click.
Click.
All right. But yeah, it's just very simple. And then this is the getting the word out script, okay? So it's our intention is to get them interested in what we're doing. And then obviously they're going to start thinking about people. You want to get connected into their network as well too. All right.
Okay, so getting the word out. The reason why we do this is we want to connect authentically to them and not necessarily with the philosophy of trying like to get them. That's something that we always share with our new coaches, because a lot of times when our new coaches come on, we hear the words, oh, we're going to sell this to them, or, oh, I don't have any takers, or I have to try to get them. And those are all three words, which it's normal because those are words that we hear all the time. And that's one thing that I love about this program is how different it is from other companies, of that we're not selling, we're not getting, we're not trying to get takers. All we're doing is genuinely and authentically sharing our experiences. And we want to utilize that leverage and the power of your stories and your passion and your why to help others. So we talk to them to make the connection and to get connected to those in their world, because you know them, but they know, at least they say people know 600 people by their first names. So you want to access them plus their 600 people in their own network.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so the recipe. Okay, so basically after you've done that, getting the word out, you're gonna send them a thank you email within 24 hours. Okay, you're gonna add them to your connections group. Okay, you're gonna friend them on Facebook if you're not friends already. And you're going to follow up within 48 hours, okay? You're going to send connections emails every 2 weeks. Now, all of these things, okay?
I have a question.
There you go.
Where do we find these emails and the connection emails?
Well, there's sample, again, in 0 to 5. Every document you're going to need there. There's samples of connections emails, the every 2 weeks, the newsletters you can send out, and they're all there ready to be edited. They're all editable documents. So it's literally just, it says you insert your coach name, your ID number, or not your ID, but your website, your contact information. The sample letter is there for everyone. So.
And if you're not like a super like computer savvy person, you can always ask your mentor coach and they will help you and send you those emails.
Yeah, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll forward them down. They come down. So like our mentor coaches will assist us with that as well too. So again, this isn't something you have to generate, create these new emails yourself, because again, this is all about duplication. Okay. So everything's already been done for us. It's just a matter of just doing exactly what your mentor coach does, and which you see other coaches do. You'll start to see the more coaches you surround yourself with, the better you get really great ideas, even on posting on social media. So just always keep that in mind. But definitely, so send thank you emails within 24 hours. Add them to your connections group. Make sure you're friends on Facebook, Instagram. It's not just about Facebook, guys. There's Instagram, there's Snapchat. There's so many other things that people are doing. And really, you can do all of these same things on all of the social media platforms. Follow up within 48 hours. After you tell them and say, hey, I'm going to send you this email, if you say 48 hours, then you need to follow up within 48 hours, okay? So make sure that they got that email. Make sure that it's not in their junk, because a lot of times, people go right to their junk and they'll never see it again. So, it's not that they're ignoring you. Sometimes they really just don't get it. So just follow up with them. Hey, did you get my email that I sent you? And then we told them we were going to keep them updated on how we're doing. Send them connections emails every 2 weeks, and it's just quick little updates that you can do. It's just going to be saying like, hey, what you've been dealing with the next couple weeks, a healthy recipe, little things like that.
Okay, utilizing likes. If you don't interact with the likes, you're missing the highest interaction level of people. Thanking likes is huge. I remember when we first started, our mentor coach told us that he'd rather get likes than actual comments. We get more. People are so fast nowadays that they literally, most times, everything is so visual nowadays. So they're just scrolling through, looking at pictures, and they're just liking. So let's talk about how to utilize those likes. If you don't interact with the likes, like I said, you're missing the highest interaction. Thanking the likes, you get 80%. 80%, guys, of people are more likely to like your post rather than to comment on it. And Jamil just did a training the other day where he will even, when someone likes his photo, he will even comment and tag, he'll add a new comment in his feed and tag a person who liked his photo and kind of bring them into a conversation, a genuine conversation about his photo. Like, hey, Gabe Raul Garcia, tag, thanks so much for liking my post. How's it been, brother? And right there, they start interacting. And then soon, after a couple conversations, boom, he'll private message them, take it to the phone. So you almost rather get likes, and you want to make sure, and I know sometimes it's really overwhelming. I know when we put out and we did our Facebook grand opening, I think we had close to 200 likes. And as a new coach, that's really intimidating. But you know what? One step at a time, one thank you at a time. And we got through them. And so just always don't think those likes aren't a big deal. They're a huge deal.
Yeah. Okay. And then also, guys, the likes, when we're talking about likes, it's always good to, obviously, you're going to thank people for liking your health related posts, but you don't want to be branded as that one-sided, all they care about, they're a crazy health coach. That's all they're out to get me. They're gonna hide from you. So it's not just liking or thanking them on posts that you put about health, but also interacting with pictures you put of your family, the hike you went on, out to dinner, that whatever it is. You also want to comment on those and thank them for liking those, because that way you're just not a one-sided person. There's more about you than just the health. Obviously, we say to lead with our health, but we also don't want to be that one that, when you get that phone call, like, oh, it's Shelly. You don't want to be that.
We all have those people out there that we're like, oh, and you don't want to be that person.
Yeah, so just make this fun. If you're going on a hike with your family, or if you're hanging out with, when you post those types of things, then acknowledge people for liking that. Thanks for, like on the screen. Thanks, Michelle, for liking my Facebook picture. About whatever it was, about the my birthday party. It was really fun. What's exciting for you these days? And then that's how you can start a conversation. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about health. Okay, those likes are going to be huge when you'll start to see it. And trust me, you can't always rely on social media about posting a before and after picture, because you're at the very beginning, people are very excited, and you're going to have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 likes on a post. And eventually those are going to start to dwindle down. But that's because we're not doing our homework with actually starting those conversations. But now post a picture of you and your daughter or your husband, or out, some ribs you're about to eat, and you have 100 likes and 50 comments. It's because people are excited to see other things in your life as well. So just really don't miss that opportunity to start the conversation, not necessarily just about health.
Alrighty, utilizing likes for private messages. So does thanking the likes work? I think so. What do you think?
Sure does.
All right, go back to how you became a client and really see how you responded. It likely started with followed up by a messenger response, thanking you, and evolved from there. I know with our mentor health coaches, I saw their before and after picture on Facebook, and I was literally like, what the freaking holy cow happened to them? And so, yeah, it all started through Facebook. These responses can easily generate into a text replacement. Wait, what does that say? Generated as a text replacement key to save you time. Well, that's true. Don't be focused on catering a response to each person. Like you've heard us talk about, I literally have my verbiage set up in my phone for literally like someone who liked a picture on Facebook, and then someone who commented. So I literally just go in, copy and paste, and boom, send them off a message.
Yeah, don't overthink it, because that's at the beginning. That was our mistake. It made it very frustrating to think like, what amazing thing am I going to say to them that's going to get them? And that wasn't the point, and you don't overthink it. This is a system that's been put in place. Mm-hmm. Keep it simple.
Yeah, and just like the results of our 5-in-1 meal plan are predictable, so are the results too of getting back following these responses. You know, again, utilizing the likes, and this is some of the verbiage that you can send in the private messages. Thanks, Gabriel, for the like on my Facebook picture about John's health journey. I know it means a lot to him that you liked it. Thanks for celebrating his success with me today. Now, the only thing that to me is missing is what? An open-ended question. Thank you for celebrating his success with me today. I really appreciate it. How have things been going? So again, you always want to end in an open-ended question.
Yeah, because that's just going to lead you to an opportunity to share your story.
You know, and then, hey, what'll happen is Gabriel will respond with something about his life and possibly come back with you. Well, how about you? And he'll respond, or he'll say, well, what about this program? Or how did that John guy do that? And then you can share John's story, and then you can also go into your story. And again, just your energy and how amazing you feel and how you project that is going to be contagious to the person who's private messaging you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so utilizing likes and PMs. So again, I'm just going to read off the screen. I know you guys can all do the same thing in case you can't see it. But hi, friend. I need a favor, please. Not sure if you know I'm a health coach. I have 3 spots open to work with new clients and really invest time in them. If you know anyone wanting to get healthier, lose weight, come off medications, etc., and want someone to show them how to do it with them and walk with them step by step, would you mind sharing my info with them? Yeah, I appreciate it. And then, you know, someone will reply back with, not right now. It's not a big deal. We'll follow up with them in a week or so. Okay. So again, if they say not, it's never a no. It's usually a not right now. Okay. If you're not getting no's, you're doing something wrong. You're not talking to enough people. Honestly, like if everyone, you'll start to hear no's, and that's what it's exciting about it.
And you know what, especially when you first start and you're kind of learning your verbiage, you fumble, and that's a part of learning. And a lot of the people that said no to us in the beginning, probably because we weren't communicating it totally properly and correctly. But guess what? Going on 8 months later, all those people that told us no are now on the program or coaching. Yeah. So don't worry about it. They will come back around because they're going to watch you.
Okay, and then friends are going to say, sure, no problem. And then what you're going to say is, great, can I give you a quick call later today or this week and briefly explain what I do and tell you what to send them? And your friends are going to say, sure. Say, great, what's the best number for you? And then they're going to give you their number. So again,
1-800, I need this a lot.
Yeah, so everyone does, you know, and again, you know, this is something as you start to grow, you'll start to realize that we're not a weight loss company, okay? Because yes, that's how some of us came aboard, but the more you listen to people and you do those health assessments and really start to take those notes, you're going to see what their why really is, because sometimes they don't even know what their why is. You know, we know we want to lose weight, but why? And what is that going to represent? So again, getting them on the phone is really going to help you understand them a lot better.
So interested comments, tag them in a post and say, check your inbox, I'll PM you. So this is for people who are commenting on your before and picture saying, holy freaking cow, what the heck are you doing? I've got to get on this. And they're really showing interest that they want to know specific details about your program. So like I said, I always say like, oh my gosh, Gabe, thanks so much. I'm so excited. I'll PM you. Private message. That's what it stands for. So what do you say? You know, once you get this, I read mine earlier. This is the example that they're giving. Hey, Gabe, so good to hear from you. I'm honored that you trusted to reach out to me. Sounds like you're looking for something that will assist you to reach your goals in health. What's the best number and ideal time to reach you today? I'm excited to listen to what you want and see if what we coach is a match for you. So that's their example. Again, what I typically say is, oh my gosh, Gabe, it was so amazing hearing from you. The program is super simple. I'd love to get you on the phone. It's a lot to text. When is a good time for me to give you a call? Sometime today or in the next couple days? ? So you're acknowledging and you're thanking them for being interested. You're letting them know, like, oh my gosh, this program is super awesome and super simple. But then boom, you're taking it to the phone. We'll fix it in a minute. Don't worry. Put it down. It's okay. My daughter just ripped our towel rack out of the wall. So anyways.
That'll be on the honey-do list. Oh, wait, that's me, huh? That's right. Okay, so again, so the recipe, okay? So after getting on the phone with them, sharing the program with them, you're going to send them an email within 24 hours. Thank you. Simply for just taking the time out for meeting with you and getting on the phone. Again, you're going to add them to the email connection group. This list is going to constantly be growing. Every time you want to get that email to someone, the more people you can touch, the larger your network's going to be, and the more likely someone's going to say, hey, if I don't need this, but my brother does, let me forward the information off to them. You're going to add them to the client support group on Facebook, whatever that group you belong to. Journey to Health, which I think all of us should be on. You're going to follow up with them, and if you said I'll call you back in 2 days and follow up with you, make sure you follow up with them. And then after 3 follow-up attempts, give them the off the hook. Okay, we have a lot of hooks out there because we've let a lot of people off the hook. Again, you don't want to be that person that's hounding them. What are you doing? How, call me back. You're not the psycho health coach. Okay. You leave the message, here's the information. When they're ready, they're going to come back, because those people that we've let go, they've come back. They're all going to come back because we have something for everybody.
So the email connections group, just so you guys know, is an email that we send out twice a month. Typically, most people send it out on the 1st and the 15th, okay? Because that's payday. So, and then the client support, and then one thing about the off the hook, you're literally, we call it the off the hook, but it's almost like you're kind of breaking up with them. And I literally call people and I'll say, let's say Gabriel asked me to, oh, he was interested about the program, and I've reached out, I've texted him, and then all of a sudden I'm starting to feel like that crazy, girlfriend that's stalking him. So literally I'll say, hey, Gabe, this is Shelly. I know I've tried to reach out to you a couple times and haven't heard back. I totally don't want to be that weird, crazy person. So whenever you're ready to hear about the program, I'm super excited to share with you. I literally say that. And guess what? 5 minutes later, no, you're not that at all. I've just been super busy, crazy. So it's amazing when you kind of say, oh, well, I don't need you, or I don't want to be that person with you. People will call back like, oh, no, that's not what I meant for you to feel. Or so don't be afraid to give people off the hook.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, where are we? Using social media to build relationships. Okay, so I personally do this. We always talk about, and as you guys will be around, you'll hear the 3 by 5 by 5 by 5. So I personally post 5 to 6 times a day. And it's awesome. If this is your first time you're launching Optavia on Facebook, you're going to want to be available to check your Facebook often. I know one of our coaches, he was so cute. He was literally like took the day off so he could do that, which you don't need to do that, but he was just so excited.
His transformation was pretty.
And his transformation was huge. So and just say, okay, so when I say personally post, guys, on Facebook 5 to 6 times, that's not all about health. So what I do when I wake up in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I post an inspirational quote or a funny quote. Then my second post will be a before and after picture of someone's grand opening picture, which we're all free to use, whatever before and after pictures and stories. Once you post that on Facebook, you're kind of allowing the whole team to use your picture. Then third, I might post something about my kids or me personally. The fourth one will be kind of maybe health related again, but like in a funny meme or a funny quote. And then the 6th, I always do like a picture again of my dog or, you know, the family or something. So it's, again, not all health coach. It is, I'm still, you know, silly Shelly doing her silly things in her life. And then you want to utilize your candidate list. Remember that 100 candidate list. Choose several people a day and be intentional. Again, be intentional and genuine. You want to go to their Facebook page and comment, remember the LLC, right? Like, comment. And this way, what you're doing on your Facebook is going to move you up into their news feed. So they're going to start seeing your posts about your personal stuff, about your health. And then don't be afraid to private message someone and just say hi. I know that just means a lot. It's really
weird to do. And it took a while to get over it, but
weird for him.
Some
people are more I'm naturally more a people person, but what's so amazing is when your why is big enough and you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone, it's amazing how your life will transform.
Yeah, we really live by so what now.
Yeah.
You know? So what?
So what?
Who cares? You know, we're literally just trying to help people. And at the beginning, it was really uncomfortable to say hi, just to say hi. You feel like you're bothering somebody.
Or that chatter in your head starts to tell you, oh my gosh, they're going to be wondering why I'm reaching out. I haven't talked to them in forever. Well, you know what? That's fear. And we need to kick fear in the face.
Yeah. What a better reason why to say hi. I haven't seen you in 10 years. How are you doing?
Yeah, that's an amazing hi. I'd like to get that hi.
Yeah. Why is that so bad? All right. So I obviously my friend here loves to jump ahead a little bit, but
oh, sorry.
So ideas for I know some of you guys are taking notes, but again, before and after pictures, obviously those are going to be not necessarily just your picture, but as Shelly said, other people's. You know, we're Shelly and Gabriel Garcia. Find us on Facebook. You know, friend us. Use our pictures by all means. That however many people we can help, the better. You know, we're all for it. But also, you know, Snooki. I don't know if you guys know what Snooki is, but go to other coaches, other friends, other coaches, and look at their posts. Get ideas. I still do it because sometimes you need that new material. So I look at other people's posts. This isn't all something that I've created and we are brilliant. No, we copy. We are copying exactly what other people are doing. And that's how we've been successful. Sugar shots. That's one you guys have probably seen it. If not, haven't done it. I haven't done mine.
I did mine.
She did hers, but I'm waiting to do mine because I'm still kind of working on different other aspects of it. But
what's a sugar shot?
A sugar shot. I'm glad you asked, Shelly. The sugar shots. You'll see. Like you can go to the market. It's easier if you take somebody, and if you don't, this is a great conversation starter as well. If you're going to go by yourself, but you basically hold the bags of sugar representing the amount of weight you've lost. Now, it's hard to take a selfie holding those many bags of sugar. So this is the great conversation starter. Stop someone in the aisle and say, hey, would you mind taking a picture of me? I just lost all this weight and I want to, be able to post it and see what, and share it with my friends. They're going to be like, what? You lost that much weight? Yes, I did. How did you do it? So it's a great conversation thing. You don't have to do this, take somebody, start a conversation with somebody, make a new connection. It's a great way to do it. Now, the other way is the 30 Days of Hope campaign. Now, that's something that I haven't done personally, but basically, if you're going to post 30 days, healthy recipes, anything just get related around health, and just invite people to follow your journey with you. It's just a great way to spark up conversation. Healthy recipes. That's something that you can do, right around 2, 3 o'clock when people are thinking about what am I going to have for dinner. Post a recipe. And if you want to be really mean, post a picture of the food only. And then people are going to be, that looks good, or they're going to like it. And then you can say, okay, well, let me send you the recipe. Or people are going to ask you, like, that looks amazing. How do you do it? How do you make it? And then there's another conversation starter. Now they're going to ask for the recipe. And then now you can kind of lead with that. That's another way to start a conversation. Throwback pictures. Facebook actually does it for you. Now it's just a matter of you putting them side by side. It's going to show you a year ago. We got a great one the other day that we just posted from Christmas.
Yeah.
That's our profile picture. We thought we were sexy December 2016.
Oh no.
We thought we were amazing hot couple.
Oh man.
And now seeing our pictures and putting them side by side, it really
we're sexy.
Now we're sexy. But Yeah, they'll do it for you. But those are great things to do of like, wow, last year at my son's, 4th birthday, here you are or whatever. And then where you're at today with your son, take those pictures. You can see the side by sides. Those are amazing. Family pictures, again, doesn't all have to be about health, but post stuff about your family, things you're interested in, living out loud with your pictures. That's one of the key things. I know with Shelly, she's amazing at it. I'm constantly growing and working at it. Something that I have to just let it go. So what? It doesn't take very long because we know it doesn't. When you're at work, what are you doing? Are you really working? Or are you thumbing like me through Facebook?
And when you're in the bathroom, you're in on Facebook anyways on your phone.
You all do it.
But you know what, guys? And I always tell, because I've had a couple of coaches that have been really hesitant about Facebook or social media because they say that they're a private person. And I always tell them, I go, look, living out loud doesn't mean that you have to be that person that you see on Facebook that's being negative or throwing all of their personal business out on Facebook. That does not mean living out loud. Living out loud is sharing the positive things about your life and things that you want people to see. Okay, so yeah. I just want to make.
And then obviously, like Shelly, she starts her morning off with the inspirational quotes, and that's something literally it's very simple to do. You go to Google, you type in inspirational quotes, and you go to images, and they pop up, and then choose one. And simply just choose one, and you'd be surprised at how much interaction you get with stuff like that.
All right, so let's fly through the do's and don'ts. I'm pretty much gonna read from the screen. But this is a really big deal, guys. Take notes because, again, like we said in the beginning, even seasoned coaches still, Jamil Frazier, who if you guys don't know who that guy is, you'll meet him very soon. But he even posted how he messed up the other day through a text message and through social media. So no matter what you do, you will be tempted. Do not send out the website or price information through text, email, or private messenger. You always take that to the phone. And if you stand firm with that, because people will push you, oh, I don't have time to talk, just can you text it to me? And what I always say is, well, you know what? This program is personally tailored for each individual. So it's really important for me to get some health information from you so I know what program would be best for you. When is a good time to talk? Okay.
Yeah. Now, and so also there's one about the website and the information. That's something that actually we have to change because one of the other coaches brought it to our attention as well, to mine too, and I haven't shared this with her either. But a lot of us have the Optavia.com email. That is on our page everywhere, and people can go to that, and then they see prices, and then they do their research and gone. We're going to switch ours where we send people to when they want to see our website is the iChooseOptimalHealth.com, or that's the one you want to choose. You want to lead with. So ask your coaches about the different websites, but I Choose Optimal Health is the one you want to send people to because that one doesn't have any prices. It gives you a good explanation about the program before and afters. So it'll answer their questions without giving them your website, because once they're on their website, they're going to start seeing prices and all the other good stuff. So that's something that we just learned ourselves too.
Okay, and so also, guys, you do not want to let your clients place their first order. I have never had a problem with a client not wanting to give me credit card information, even people that I have never met before across the country. It's the way if you are confident in what you're saying, people are going to follow you. So I always just let my future clients know, like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and place your first order. I'm going to set up your account for you, and I just need your information. And when you confidently say that, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So because we always want to make sure that we order the Essentials Kit with the Healthy Habits with Us program, okay? You do not want to mention the name of our program. Like in text messages or Facebook or anything like that, because what they can do is everyone is professional Googlers nowadays, so they can just jump online and then they can even look around and make their own order, or then all of a sudden they kind of form an opinion of what they want to order even though they don't even know what they're doing. So you don't want to share Do not share other coaches' posts. And that means don't share it. That means you can copy and paste it. We want, if you're going to post something from another coach, we want it to look like it's coming from you. Because if you share it from another coach, well, then someone can reach out to that coach.
Yeah, because then I'm tagged in it, and then that's not going to benefit you. So make sure you copy and paste.
And we've seen with our before and after pictures, I've had other coaches post our pictures, and they've tagged us in it. And so I always kind of go in and untag us, because we don't want that attention taken away from that coach who posted it. Don't follow up on, do follow up with weekly with those that did not get back to you. We call that follow-up Friday. So every Friday we kind of just spend a little bit of time calling and connecting with those that didn't get back to us. Don't get frustrated, guys. Seriously, like, again, so what? So what? Because one client or a handful of clients is not going to determine your success in this journey. Do have as much fun as possible. Again, Gabe said that earlier. If you're not having fun, then you're not doing something right. Okay, because really, if you're going genuinely and your true heart and your true passion is to help others and for you to move forward in your journey, then you should be having fun with this. Do attend every event you qualify for, especially Go Global. Go Global's coming up in in a couple months. You have to be hired, executive director and higher. National convention is for everybody, and that is a do not miss. I think it's in July this year.
July.
And then Sundance is huge. I don't know, is it global and above for Sundance? I'm not too sure because we're not there yet. We're almost there. But, and we also, certain teams, I know our team, we do an event on the second Saturday of every month in Ontario. So those are really important to bring and invite guests and future coaches to. Hey, before we do questions really fast, go to the next slide. I want to do the action steps. So you guys know every boot camp, we always do action steps. We don't want to call it homework because no one wants to do homework. I don't have to do homework for 3 weeks because my kiddos are out of school. I'm so excited. So the action steps for this week, okay? I want you guys to add 5 to 10 new Facebook friends daily. Daily.
Yes, daily.
Daily. And then when they accept your friend request, I want you to go and private message them and thank them for accepting your friend request, and then ask them a genuine open-ended question. Look on their Facebook page. Oh, they like hiking. Oh, I see that you went hiking. Or, oh, are you ready for the holidays? But there's no reason to request people to be your friend if you're not going to follow up and make a connection with them also. I want you to go back to all previous likes and add those names to your contact list, okay? So go back and look at all your likes for the last week and start adding those names, and you're gonna see the same people are liking your stuff. So message your support team, which is your mentor coaches, right now, and ask if you're ready for a Facebook launch. Some of you have been on program for a little bit now. For me, I did my Facebook launch 3.5 weeks into the program because I had reached my goal. I had lost 15 pounds and 4 dress sizes. For Gabe, he didn't do his Facebook launch till 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's a little over 6 weeks.
Yeah, so and everyone is different. Excuse me. So I want you guys to add 5 to 10 new friends on Facebook, and I want you to go back and write down all those people's names that have liked all of your photos and put them on your contact 100 persons list, and then call your mentor coach and ask them if you're ready for a Facebook launch.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to unmute you guys, or if you guys want to unmute yourselves, if you guys have any questions about the training, the boot camp that we did today.
Yeah, just go ahead and you can click on your screen and unmute yourself if you have any questions. Let me get this. Hold on.
Yeah, stop share or stop recording.
Stop video?
No,
that's not the one.
Just kidding. Stop recording.